What was next? Okay, yeah, printing. So in terms of referencing these policies, I think for the most part, we want to send links, right? We want people to, actually look at this hyperlink. That way, if the policy changes or something gets updated, the link won't change. The link is going to be the same, but it'll go to the updated version of that article. Kind of relatively speaking. So I think that's sort of the best way to send users to the policies, but there are also valid use cases where they need to be printed off. So just wanted to cover some high level bits of information there. If you're in a position where you need to take a policy and actually, print it off, right? So, kind of engaging in some of the same steps we talked about before. You might do a search or go to your favorites and so on. You would find whatever the correct policy is, and then in my case, I'm on a ThinkPad Lenovo, Windows desktop or laptop rather. So for me, what I would do is I would go into the article and then I would hit my controller or hold my control button, and then I would hit the P for print button. So when I do that, you'll see, it kind of gathers the information from the page. And then I basically have everything about this particular policy, that I can then either print off, or, I could even save it as a PDF. If I wanted to have like a PDF version on my laptop, maybe I want to take this into a meeting or something, or I need to actually attach a document to something for whatever reason, you should be able to follow these steps. I believe you would have a similar step if you were on a Mac. I think it's the command button, or perhaps the Apple button, and then I believe it's one of those two plus the P button as well. I believe should give you a page that looks similar to this. If you're on like a tablet or a phone, oftentimes you'll see in the top right hand corner, you'll see some menu options there where you would be still able to print off, the policy that you're looking at. So however you would normally print things off from a phone or tablet, you would probably follow those same steps. You would most likely just want to get to the policy itself and then go from there in terms of trying to print it.
Let me just jump in really quick here on particularly on the Mac side. When you go through, someone else has run into some trouble printing on Safari, and the Team Dynamics engineers investigated, and they think it's as simple as checking your print settings. So make sure that whatever your print settings are set to from one browser to the next are going to give you a consistent view. So for example, when the person was trying to print in Safari, everything was being squished into one giant, like 19-inch long sheet of paper, whereas when they tried to print on Chrome, it gave them a very different view, much more like what Marcus just showed. So check your printer settings before you panic that something's wrong with the system. If you've checked your settings, something's still not right, definitely let me know, and I'll follow up and we can get Marcus involved or whoever and figure out what's going on.